college, you set that up, pointing right at this teacher.
Yeah, right.
You know, then you can go home and listen to that all over again.
All right, so just start over with the beginning of that story, please.
Like I said, we was on this mission that we was going to show the OCS people, OCS guys, the ones going there, officer training school. We was going to put a demonstration on for them. So they're all out in this big auditorium outside. And we're coming in we're riding on the tanks. So we jumped off the tanks. We're approaching the studio. And so I come up with an idea that I'm going to go right up on the stage. So I kept going and going. I got up on the stage and I did all this, ooh, ooh, all that kind of stuff. And went off to the left. That was it. So,
Did you get in trouble?
no, I didn't get in no trouble. They liked it so much they put it in the program. So I come up with a new idea for them.
We talked about your friends growing up. What did you and your friends like to do for fun?
We just hung out. When I used to do roller skate 2 or 3 times a week, every week. And outside that, play baseball or something like that. That's all. Did a lot of roller skating. I was good at that. Yeah.
Where did you roller skate?
Over Mishnock. It was a park over there on the beach, and they had roller skating, they had dancing over there, and everything like that. So we used to go there Friday and Saturday night or something like that. We used to roller skate all night, no, a couple hours or so.
When you were a young child, I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
No,
Okay. When you were a younger child, think about before you were 10 or so, or maybe around 10, did you have a favorite toy, or did you have a stuffed animal or something that you...
no, we used to run the streets every day. I never played with toys, I don't remember. I remember one time when I was I was about 10, Christmas time, I got a bike. Now, a bike back then was a big deal. I was the only one who had a bike for that. So, at Christmas time it was. So I got the bike, and 2 days later, somebody stole it on me.
Wow.
So, there goes my bike.
Must have been devastated.
Oh, it was bad.
Did you ever find that bike?
No, I never did find that bike. I never forgot about it either, so we overtook it. Yeah.
They got one over on you.
Yeah.
Did you ever get an allowance as a kid?
No allowances.
No. What if you wanted money to go get a soda at the store?
My mother used to, when we was in Appomattox, my mother used to give us 50 cents or a quarter to hop on the bus and go down to the movies. It was in East Greenwich. And so it cost a nickel to get on the bus. So it's to save a nickel, I used to wait until the bus stops, take it off, and the guy out on the inside, he paid a nickel. I used to run on the side of the bus, he used to haul me in the window on the side of the bus. And the bus driver never seen me.
How did you manage to do that? How did you get in the bus?
We pulled me up, I hopped on the side of it, and grabbed the window and pulled up and got in the right way. Or it was as 2 of us walk in the bus at the same time. I guess I was so small, I looked down and went behind this guy and he's paying. That wasn't great.
How much were movies then?
Movies was about 15 cents. Yeah, so I had a nickel to buy some candy or something. We used to get that about once a month. We used to get that, not too often.
It's not bad.
Everybody must did their sneaking on the bus.
Yeah,
I remember one time I did. The bus driver said, "Hey, that big girl in the red jacket, get over here and pay." I said,
Was that what they're referring to you as the big girl in the red jacket?
I was a big girl.
Was that the only time you snuck on the bus and you got caught, or did you sneak on the bus a lot?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You just remember getting caught that one time.
No, probably that. Yeah.
Did you get in trouble as a teenager a lot?
No, no more than ordinary.
Did you have a curfew? Did you have a certain time you had to be home?
Yeah, we had to be in by 9 o'clock.
And what happened if you missed it?
Well, the cat nine tails was to come out. We used to show respect for that.
Did you ever? So I remember growing up a story about you having to sleep in the doghouse outside in the winter.
Yeah, that was a couple of times I did
A
that.
couple times you did that?
Yeah.
How come?
After 9 o'clock, the doors were locked. So you didn't make no noise to wake nobody up to get in the house. You'd been in big trouble. So I slept in his car one night too, the same thing. And I used to get up before I see the lights come on in the house, and I used to get out of there and head down the woods down the back there till he left. And I used to come up. You know, that was the only time I really got in trouble.
But you avoided trouble though.
Yeah, right.
What advice would you give your younger self?
What advice are you?
Just like you've lived all these years, you know, you've experienced so many things. Looking back at that version of you, what advice would you give yourself as a young adult, teenager, you know, preteen kind of?
I don't know. I think I do the same thing over again.
You do it all over again the same way.
Same way. Yeah.
I like it. All right, Grandma, it is your turn.
But
All right. What was your favorite subject in school?
spelling. I like
You
spelling.
like spelling?
I was always the last one in the spelling bee. I was the last one standing.
So you always got first place.
Yeah, and I'd win a prize.
What was the best prize you won?
Pencil.
You won a pencil? So it was just a school prize, but still, it's the
Yeah.
pride that you got.
Yeah.
How far did you make it in school? Did you graduate?
No, I quit in the 10th grade.
In the 10th grade. And how old were you?
16.
So you had failed some classes as well?
No, I didn't. I just couldn't wait to get out of it.
Oh, okay. So 16 was
That's when you quit. When you were 16, you quit.
that was a common thing to quit when you were 6. Everyone just quit when they're 16 then.
Yeah, I wanted to go to work, make money, you know.
What was your first job after high school?
I think I worked in a candy factory, making like lariats,
What's that?
you know, like a rope. And there'd be a board and you'd have a rope and you'd spin it. And it was all like glazed over, so it was like them spurs. And you'd spin it and your hand get all cut up.
Oh, wow. Do you know how much you made an hour?
Probably 50 cents,
50 cents an
I
hour?
think.
It's not bad. That'll get you to the movies one night for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Do you remember who your best childhood friend was?
I guess Lynn Hegberg,
Was that someone you went to school with or lived
just
near?
a friend in the neighborhood, yeah.
What did you and your friend? What did you guys do for fun?
Well, nothing.
Nothing in particular, just
Yeah,
hung
nothing
out.
in particular, yeah.
All right. What was your childhood like? What kind of memories do you have from your growing up and your
I
childhood?
wish I had some. I don't.
No.
I really don't. I remember like like we play games, red light and all that, and Red Rover, send somebody. We'd play games like that until it got dark. Then we'd go in the house.
Did you have a curfew?
Not that I know
So there
of. I
was.
never went out.
You said you'd play outside until it was
We
dark.
were in the yard.
Oh, just in your front
Yeah.
yard.
When it got dark, we went in the house. No, I never had no Never had a curfew.
Other than that, did you have any like toys as a kid growing up that you can remember, or stuffed animals or dolls?
I don't remember any of them. I don't. Nope. I don't know. I know I got a pair of roller skates when I was a teenager, and I cried. I wanted them so bad. And Frenchie got them for me, and I didn't think he'd ever get me anything, so I cried, but it was more out of shock that he got me them, you know, really.
How old were you when you got them? About?
I was probably 14. My mother made me skating skirts and little short things, and we'd go to Riverdale roller rink and skate. Yeah.
Where was Riverdale roller rink?
I was up Green Street from Apponeau, about so by the
Yeah.
airport.
I don't know, but it was Riverdale roller rink.
By the airport up that way.
So you skated a lot too?
Yeah, I liked skating. I wasn't good at it. He was good at it.
Yeah.
I was not good at it.
Was that a popular pastime? A lot of people skated then?
Yeah, I think. Teenager, they used to have a record hop down in West Warwick, and we'd go there every Friday night. That was fun.
What's a record hop?
They'd play records, and you'd all dance, boys and girls, we'd all dance. And
On skates?
no,
Oh,
just regular dancing.
Regular dancing.
Yeah,
Oh,
record
okay.
hop.
Did you get an allowance as a kid?
No.
No. What would you do if you wanted to go down to the store and get, on the bus and watch a movie?
Never did it.
You never did it?
If we did anything, we'd always have to, because you needed rides, and my mother didn't drive back then, and Frenchie wouldn't take us, so we'd have to have our friends' fathers take us, and they'd take us to the record hop and pick us up, or I don't think I ever went to a movie when I was younger. I don't remember.
Well, I never went to a
No.
movie.
Quiet living.
I already asked the toy one. When you were older, so not so much a childhood, but your like later kind of teen years, what did you and your friends like to do besides the record hop?
Go for walks, or go to the like he's saying, that restaurant. Yeah, we'd go to
Obese.
East Greenwich, we'd go to Jiggers. There was a Jiggers out there. We'd go there and just talk to other people.
What's a Jiggers?
It's a restaurant. I think it's still in East Greenwich, really.
Really?
I think there is. But then it was like just a teenage hangout. That's all you do.
Did you have like in movies they depict soda bars or something like that, or soda shops or malt shops?
Well, I guess that's what these diners were, because they'd have like a little jukebox thing on the side of the wall. You put your money in, you pick a song, that jukebox there, and then you'd get a soda or a sandwich, and then some other girls would come in. You'd all sit and talk. Some boys would come in and hang out.
What did you want to be when you were younger, teenage, kind of younger? What did you want to be when you grew up? What were your goals?
I always thought the motherhood thing was going to be super. I never thought of a career.
Just a stay-at-home mom and
I
kids
thought that
and
was
a
going to
family.
be, raise a family.
Did you have a car? Did you ever have a car of your own that you?
When I was older, yeah.
What was the car? What kind of car was it?
I don't know, a Chevy. A green Chevy.
Was it a car?
Yeah.
What? Do you know what year it was made?
1940 something.
1940.
I know it had the stick shift on the thing.
Oh, it was manual.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Were you good at driving it?
Yeah, I could drive. I went to driving lessons, and some guy'd come to the house, and I think it cost $30 for a whole course, and he'd teach me how to drive. And then they'd take you down and get your license, yeah. And then I went out and bought a car. Reggie took me and he helped me, him and Fenner, find a car.
So your first job was the candy shop. Do you remember what the second one? A toy factory too, or that was?
No, jewelry. I did jewelry work all my life in Rhode Island. There were so many jewelry shops. Like Lincoln making necklaces, you put the little thing in it, making them and earrings and
Are any of those jewelry places still in business that you know of?
well, I don't know. There used to be a B.A. Balut, but that was years ago and I don't know. Just little jewelry shops.
Did you have a lot of jobs then?
No, like I'd work in Providence, and then when the wages got up, because I used to take the bus to Providence and come home and walk up the hill, but then when the wages come up, I worked in Coventry, and that's where I live, so yeah.
What was the worst job you had?
I worked in a nursing home, and I didn't like it.
What didn't you like about it?
I don't know, I dropped the lady's false teeth in the sink. She didn't know it. I put her to bed and I went to brush her teeth and it was squeamish and it slipped out of my hands and I looked and it had a chip, so I put it in her little, I don't know.
What was the best job that you've had?